Assalamualaikum and good evening. I am Tasim Lokman reporting for NST Online, and here today we have Federal Territories Youth Chief Datuk Muhammad Razlan Muhammad Rafi.
Yes.
Thank you for being here with us.
Yeah, welcome.
You've been an Umno politician for a long time, almost.
It's not too long. I am chief of division of Youth Supute for 5 years, and now I imposed in chief youth Federal Territory, another 5 years. So it's total is 10 years.
All right. So, as someone who has been in the scene for 10 years, I'm pretty sure you know the difference between dahulu dan sekarang.
Yes, yes.
So
yes.
maybe you could explain a bit, like what have been the changes, urban changes that you have experienced and seen and done.
The challenge that we are facing now is because during those days we don't have social media. So a lot of government program that they are trying to impose to the what they call a policy in the government. There's nobody will know everything.
Yeah.
Some of the things that they are planned are successful. Sure, they will post it in all the media or the newspaper or all the the TV show. But nowadays, if you are fail something like you are failing one of the program that the government tried to plan, everybody will know it. So this is a challenge how we are facing the challenge of the social netizen, which is they are more awareness on all the government program. So I think that for now, Datuk Seri Najib has done a very good job, which is we are going to forward to the government that high middle income. And now also we can look at all the development program. We have the LRT, MRT, and also we have a lot of program that we can produce to the report card to the people that we are in the track to move forward for our people.
So you can say that it's quite transparent with the existence of social media.
Yeah.
The government has become more transparent, and there is no hiding from wrong or right. But you can also highlight the good stuff that we have done, the government have done.
Yes, actually, every year in the parliamentary seat, the audit trail present all the report they are finding in the report. They can find all the mistake and all the successful program in the audit report. So you cannot hide anything. You cannot hide anything. So we can proud of our government now because I can say that we are really transparent to all the rakyat, and then we know that all the money that we spend is very we research as a good that we can do what we can do. All right.
Yeah. All right. So also, since you are youth chief,
yes,
you have direct first-hand relationship with the urban youth. Maybe you could tell us more. Where does Umno and BN stand? Where is their support for Umno and BN?
Okay, since 2013, actually, we have a lot of programs that we conduct. We have free oil program for motorcycle below 150cc. Yes. All right. Yes, it's quite popular. Actually, 70,000 motorcycle get this oil free from our program, and we did it consistently. Every division, we have 13 divisions in Wilayah Persekutuan. We did it consistently every month in the first week of the month. All right. So actually, this is just to tell the rakyat that we always see that the needs of the rakyat, and we feel that's what is a rakyat needs from government also. And also we have a integration program with all the youth. We have the Bengkel, we have the course, we have the 1050 program.
Yes.
And then we
is actually famous.
Yes, 1050 program. We go down and then we hear from what is the aspiration from the youth, and then from there actually we try to tell the government what actually youth needs. One of the things that we know that from the 2013, we suggest to government that they have one problem, the big problem for the youth is housing.
Yes, definitely.
So housing, during 2013, the market rate is 500,000 and above. Actually, it's 93% from the market rate is 500,000 and above, the housing price. So from there, we present the report to the Datuk Seri Tengku Anand Tengku Mansur, and then from there, Datuk Seri Tengku Anand Tengku Mansur formulate one program which is they call Rumawi.
Oh, yeah.
So this Rumawi is very successful. We are built 80,000 house for the Rumawi, and we put a control. 50% must sell to Bumiputra, and the others can sell to others. Because of what? Because we know that the demography of the races in the Kuala Lumpur, Putrajaya and Labuan, every apartment or condominium we build, we can see before this is 90% is only one races. So we don't need that. We need to have multiracial in every township and every condominium. We need to have a multiracial people stay in there. You know, this is our culture. This is our nation. This is our town.
Yeah.
We need to have multiracial in every activity.
Okay. So does that mean that you're addressing the issue that some people say, oh no, this is unfair. How can you have a quota, but actually they don't actually see the facts that are happening in the country?
No, during 2013, my friends Chinese also complained to me because they cannot buy the house 500,000 and above the price, you know. So they also come back to me and please tell government we need to have the what they call rumah mampu milik in the Kuala Lumpur, but they already also get the benefit on that. So it's not because of quota. If we don't put any quota on that, you can see all the Chinese will come first, and the Malay and Indian always, come late. That's why we need to little bit have the control to populate our races into one condominium or.
So technically, the quota is actually to make sure it's equal for all.
It's equal for all. It's multiracial. It's not based on one races in one town, something like that. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So. Besides that, how are you engaging with the urban youth as the elections draw near? How are you moving around with them and strategizing?
I know that during this election time, the needs of the youth is very complex. Before this, if we sponsor them one set of jersey or football balls or takraw balls, it's good enough. Now it's no more. Okay, the needs of the youth, urban youth, is very complex. They need a job, they need insurance, they need housing, they need security. So all actually this one, the needs of the urban youth living style. That's why from the Bengkel, from the TN50, we get all this feedback. And for this Perhimpunan Agong UMNO, we will suggest that government must have a complete transformation social agenda, which is we will cover all the things across the ministry, across the agency, across all the enforcement body. We don't want to see in the year coming 2020 the crimes high in the Kuala Lumpur. We don't want to see the drug you can sell at any place in disco. So we don't see that. And also, with all the challenge from the media social, we have Bigo, we have Tumblr, we have all this kind of application. This is what is a new problem for us. And then I know with this transformation social agenda, we will plan a good things. We will put all the task force that to plan all the necessary things to overcome all this issue. We don't need to enforcement to sleep and then do nothing for that. So we need to have this one, okay? So I'm quite sure that if we have a good plan for the future generation to offer, they will come back to us and then vote for us.
It's interesting actually that you mentioned about social media applications such as Bigo, because there has been like lots of controversies going around with the celebrities about going live, and
it's not only celebrity. Without knowing what is the power of the social media application, I surprised when I see that our culture is more to prostitute culture. You can use your handphone. You just shake, and then you can see a lot of unmorality
Yeah.
things in the website. So we need to have it's not control, but we need to prepare our generation to have a pillar,
Okay.
to have a good moral, a good morality. You can produce a lot of PhD, you can produce a lot of the master, but in the morality is something different. It's not in education, but it's something different. It's beyond that. All right, like Japan, you can see, the earlier education in Japan, they are training them. They give the education about the environmental, about the humanity, about the cleaners. All these things we need to put in our education system earliest as they can.
Embed it as young as possible.
Yes, yes.
As they grow.
As they grow, they know what is the humanity responsibility.
Yes.
As it.
Yes. And are you planning to do any social media education awareness for the young?
Actually, that is a continuous program. Actually, every day we are doing that. We are we are posting all the good things to the youth. But the thing is, we need to have a good agenda social, a new agenda social to offer to other.
Yes, that's new.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you can speak a bit about it.
Okay. Yeah. We will propose to Prime Minister.
Okay.
To have a transformation agenda social to put in the planning for another 30 years,
Okay.
2050, which is we can do a task force. Let's say we segregate to 3 items. All right. One is the social issue. One is the security issue. Another one is the education issue. Education, we must have a blueprint to plan all the necessary things to put the pillar or the education or the knowledge to the youngest or to the kids before they goes to the secondary or primary school. That one's the one. Okay, if we can settle that one, maybe we can solve the problem that any application come around from the anywhere to them, they can discipline to it.
It's not
To
really
use
about like the application itself. It's how you utilize it.
Yes, it's how you use it. WeChat is a good for somebody, but somebody want to take the advantage for the use WeChat. They're good for their own in morality, something like that. Okay, that's one thing. Another one is security, task force security in the security forcing, which is we don't want to see, like say, drugs you can sell in the disco openly. Openly now it's openly in the disco, okay, or in the club malam you can sell openly. We want to address the issue. We want to address the gambling issue. We want to address the what they call other social issue. All right. And the third thing is our what they call security issue. Security issue. We want to focus that security issue also. So this task force, the special task force, must be planned properly and to present to rakyat for them to vote us.
Okay. All right. Okay, so before we end the interview, let me just ask you a final question.
Yeah.
What are your aspirations for UMNO NBN as we enter the new year?
Definitely, my aspiration is to give the confidence to rakyat, to youth, to continue support us, because we have a better plan compared to pembangkang. All right, compared to opposition. Like I say before this, Tun Mahathir era, they don't have a social media. There are a lot of failure program during Tun Mahathir.
Okay.
A lot of loss during Tun Mahathir. You can see about, the bailout program, a lot of money, a big money used to bail out their son company.
Okay.
All right. So it's all, they are not talking about that during their time, during Tun Mahathir time. But now, if Datuk Najib doing that, everybody will know it. But now, we don't have that kind of problem. We don't have that big issue like that. We don't have that Pewaja issue. We don't have like RCI Forex issue. But this is the problem, the big problem that we need to tell rakyat that during our time, we are transparent to all the rakyat. So we hope that this transparency can give us another mandate and benefit for us to continue our job.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Datuk, for talking to us. And there you have it, Youth Chief for Federal Territories, Dato Razlan. And thank you for watching with us.